What's going on, everyone? This is Dennis here from Zeki's Reef, giving you a 14-month update of the Waterbox 100.3 and doing something a little bit different this time around. Even though I rubbished it off, I'm going to front load with a if you're keen to do so, like, comment and subscribe. I'm more than active in these videos, even though I don't upload all that often and I do get busy. I'm always happy to comment back. But with that being said, guys, let's get into it, huh? So one of the big updates that I have is I've moved around a few corals. So the PC Rainbow, which used to be up on the rocks at the front of the tank, at the bottom, I've acclimated. I swapped that around with this piece here that was sitting up there. It looked like it was just clamming up and not happy with the par there. And I just swapped spots. Got much happier there, it's out of the flow, and the PC Rainbow is much happier as well. Millies got a decent amount of this is, I mentioned in the previous video that it was branching out. This is just further evidence of it branching out, and it's doing that throughout the piece that I chucked in, so see how they grow out. It looks like it's happy there and it's starting to base out, do its thing and colour up, which I can't complain about. Paletta pink tip, encrusting, it's encrusted further and it's grown out a little bit. So again, same thing, it's moving decent as far as the pace is concerned in its growth, but I'm not touching this for ages. I want these to grow out to their full splendor so I can enjoy them. So yeah, it's doing good. Now, the Setosa, which I'll zoom in on in a little bit, there we go. That's looking really good. It's encrusting further. I still remember I put that in as just a little nib. So it's amazing to see it grow out and it's happy there. And yeah, look, I'm keen to see it start branching out eventually. It doesn't have to happen immediately. Like I said, there's no rush. Now here's the downside. I've had some bubblegum digi bounce back, which is good and it's growing out. I've got some pink digi bouncing back, but then I've got all this blue digi and it's taking up real estate and it's doing my head in. I guess it is what it is. I'm happy to live with it in the tank, but yeah, I don't know why. I just keep breaking off bits. I just want to make this huge, like a whole rock blue digi. So let's see how it goes. This is the other coral I moved. So this is the Maleficent. The tips are already starting to color up a little bit upon moving it there. So it really did enjoy the higher par. Polyps are out. The polyps are always out with these things. It's happy. So I'm not really using the polyps as a good gauge for it, but I'm keen to see it encrust up on the edge of that rock and grow out. Hasuda is doing what the Hasuda does. You can see it's really encrusted on there. And any bits that died back have healed over by two little nubs of algae. I don't care. It's doing the thing. I've got more of it just here. So it's not as if I'm missing it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I've already broken off a bit, gave it to a friend. I don't want to get rid of it. Like, I'm really not keen on seeing it go, so I'll just leave it. Bird's nest. This Seriatopora is really starting to grow out, so I'm quite happy with it. The unkillable stag, I don't know what it was, but it's loving its colour. It's growing out, encrusting, can't complain. This is that Salmontosa I mentioned in the heat check, which was really brown. It was dying back quite a bit. I've moved it down here. All the bits are starting to heal over and it's colouring up. I've got this little pale bit here as well, which I'm interested to see how it grows out. It's got a bit of algae stuck to it because I couldn't be bothered to pull it out, but yeah, leave it. And the tort, a bit of the torch that I was worried about would die over there has been moved over there and it's doing well, but the torch bouncing back and it's bouncing back harder than ever. So, oh well. And this blue lightning stag, it is a blue lightning stag. That long branch there, that wasn't that long when I popped it in. So it's doing its thing. The problem is though, it's right next to that red tabling. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as pruning that red tabling, just to see how I can get them to sort of commingle with one another a little bit better. Alternatively, I might move the blue stag. See how we go. And the peach Salmontosa is doing really well. You can see the whole, like a new purple ring on its growth area, which is really interesting to see. And I'd like to see that bleed through the whole colony. It's got the peach, the reds, the greens. So just that extra pop of colour would be awesome. This stag is doing really well. I don't know if it's a tort or if it's a different species. I'm not 100% sure. It's encrusting. It's starting to grow out. I got that as a little nub as well, so I'm pretty pleased to see that doing well. And I figured I'd finish this video with a different angle. Side-on angle of the tank, a bit of side tank action. And you can see everything's going really well. It's happy. I'm thinking about drifting into leather territory again for the clownfish, just in that little nook on the bottom there, on the bottom left where the overflow comes in. I can pop one in there, just let it chill. Beyond that there, guys, this tank's been doing really well. And I'll reiterate what I said before for anyone that got this far. If you're keen to, like, comment, and subscribe, please do so. But with that being said, guys, be easy, reef easy, take it easy, stay easy, be safe, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.